It's finally finished. After starting this project 5 years ago, the oak guitar is finally done. If you've been around the channel for a while, you might remember when I started building this guitar back in 2019. I was uploading some build videos and then I just kind of stopped. I'll get into that in a second. For those of you who are newer subscribers or haven't seen the videos, I was back in 2019, I was building this guitar here. I'll get closer and get into some details. The guitar is a hollow body made of some old oak I found in a collapsed barn. It's got a Seymour Duncan SH11 custom in the bridge and a GFS Slick hand-aged vintage in the neck. The knobs are made of acorns encased in amber resin. I did a similar thing with the control plate on the back. It is a oak leaf and amber resin. The neck was a pre-built that I got from GFS, and I stained it green and put a new nut on here, a Graphtec. The tuners and bridge are Wilkinson that I hand-aged. As for the finish, I charred the wood and dug out the grain and then dyed it green with some dye that I had made. I used the same style of green on the back of the neck here. And the actually inside the sound hole, it actually glows in the dark. Okay, so why the hiatus on the build and the videos? Well, I had most of the guitar done back in 2019, but my camera card got corrupted and I lost most of my footage. That was a bit of a bummer. And then I ran into a few other issues, so I had to delay the guitar for a little while. Well, then 2020 happened, and also I became a parent, so life changed quite a bit, so I had to bench most of my projects and music for a little while, but finally felt like it was time to dive back into this thing. But the curse of things going wrong did not leave. For instance, the pickup in the neck was supposed to be a Seymour Duncan antiquity, but it stopped working at some point between 2019 and now. So I had to quickly order a GFS replacement. Tuners were another issue. Tuners I had received weren't quite what I had thought, and they didn't quite fit. So I ordered a different set, and they got lost in the mail and delivered to Arizona somehow. So after a while, I finally got some of these in just like the day before I finished this thing. Among other issues that popped up, it just seems like this whole thing was cursed, but I feel like for a first guitar build, it's probably pretty common. But yeah, so I guess I'm just happy it's finally done. I think it turned out great. I love it. I love the way it looks, love the way it plays. It's still kind of settling in, but I think for the most part, it's probably about done. It's keeping tuned pretty well, intonated and everything. Probably gonna have to trim down these bridge screws right here because they're abnormally long, and figure out how to get these to lower a bit more, get them properly set. But other than that, yeah. Well, I'm glad it's finally done, and for those of you who've asked about the build, thank you for keeping me on the project. I sometimes need that push at times. I get distracted with projects and forget about things at times, so I'm glad seems like this year's been the year of me picking up old projects and finally finishing them. But yeah, thanks for watching.